I just picked up the new special edition Blu-ray release of Event Horizon from Scream Factory. This is actually my first viewing of the 1997 sci-fi horror film. So, is it any good? Well, let's jump in and find out. Event Horizon begins in the year 2047. We learn through some opening text of a disaster 7 years before, where a research vessel, the Event Horizon, was lost with all hands. The disaster still haunts Sam Neill, who plays Dr. Weir, the guy who actually designed the doomed ship. So we get this cool shot during the opening, which is especially impressive by 1997 standards. We eventually learn that the Event Horizon was not actually destroyed 7 years ago. Dr. Weir joins the crew of a rescue vessel on a top-secret mission to find the ship, which has mysteriously reappeared in deep space. Lawrence Fishburne plays the badass captain of the rescue ship. He and the entire cast of familiar faces do a fantastic job in this film. We discover that the Event Horizon was conducting top-secret experiments using artificially created wormholes to travel at the speed of light. I have to mention the set design. I really love the look, which reminds me of a mixture of H.R. Giger and Clive Barker. It's just fantastic. I also love seeing the use of physical models during the spaceship scenes. Being released in 1997, this was probably one of the last sci-fi films to use actual models before movies made the jump to CGI. So the rescue team reaches the Event Horizon in an especially moody sequence. They find no survivors aboard the ship, but quickly discover that something is not right. They are, in fact, not alone. Now, I don't want to give everything away, but the experiments with the wormhole and light speed basically cause the Event Horizon to open a doorway to another dimension. The movie is essentially a haunted house film set on a spaceship. In other words, my kind of movie. Event Horizon was apparently trimmed of a lot of its violence in order to achieve an R rating. It's an old and frustratingly familiar story for horror fans, and sadly, the footage has now apparently been lost. But even still, the movie packs quite a punch. The fleeting glimpses of the fate of the Event Horizon's crew is still very effective, even in a compromised form. Same with the subliminal flashes of the hellscape torture scenes. I actually went frame by frame, and there's really some awesome stuff there. The film has a really creepy atmosphere that really gets under your skin at times. I especially love the scene where the rescue team listens to the final message sent from the Event Horizon, just before they disappeared.
The fucking hell is that?
Paul W.S. Anderson's direction is fantastic throughout, and he leans heavily on suspense and horror, rather than the action stuff that he is most known for. As I said, this was my first viewing of the movie, and I went in familiar with the cult status that the film has developed. My expectations were actually kind of high before watching this, and you know what? The movie exceeded them. I really did have a fantastic time with this, and I wish I had checked the movie out sooner. Scream Factory has included a new 4K scan of the original camera negative. The picture quality is fantastic and looks amazing on my 75-inch 4K TV. The newly created cover art is very unique and cool. There's a ton of detail here, and the longer you look at it, the more stuff you see. Reversible cover art is included as well. Now, this release ports over all the special features from the previous DVD and Blu-ray releases, an audio commentary, in-depth making-of featurettes, deleted scenes, and trailers. New to this release are 11 cast and crew interviews. They range from 3 to 10 minutes each, and are informative and fun to watch. Now, some are done with regular cameras and others via Zoom call. The quality on all are good, with the exception of the Jack Noseworthy interview, which is a pretty choppy quality Zoom call. Overall, this is another solid release from Scream Factory. The picture quality is flawless and the special features are plentiful. Highly recommended.